Five, four, three, two. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk. I am Tawanna Francis, your host, and I am super excited to be back on air with my Facebook family. I've missed you guys so much. It is a rainy day here in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I'm making the best of it. Um, so I just want to introduce my guest for today. My guest is the amazing Tashonda Dawkins. Tashonda is a mother to her three grown daughters, one daughter-in-law and one son-in-law. She has seven beautiful grandchildren, and Tashonda, sorry, after she raised her children, she was a traveling nurse for 4 years. Tashonda says, I remember when I used to enjoy my family and my life. But since 4/26, 2018, my life changed for the bad. Please help me welcome the lovely Tashonda Dawkins.
Hello.
Hi, Tashonda. I want to thank you for coming on and to share your story. Today we're going to be talking about domestic violence, and we know that women all over the world experience domestic violence, and Tashonda is here today to share her story.
First, I want to say I
Go
have
ahead,
four
Tashonda.
daughters. I'm sorry. Um, mhm, that's
Oh, you
good.
said four daughters. Oh, okay.
4/26 of 18, I came home for my birthday. I got into a relationship with a guy that I did not know. I knew him 20 years ago, but the guy that I met this 4/26 was not the same person. I We exchanged numbers and kicked it or whatever. I left back out to go on my assignment, and while on my assignment, he would mess with my head. He told me that I'm gonna hurt somebody I love, and which is my daughter. He said that I slept with my daughter's husband. He basically got in my head. So about time I came home, he molded me where he wanted me. When I came home at the end of my assignment, I was not allowed to go back out. I tried to leave. My recruiter tried to help me. He wouldn't let me go. He would beat me. He would he would drag me across the floor from room to room. He hit me in my chest one day, just hit me in my chest and told me that they killed his son. He would choke me until my eyes rolled in the back of my head and I urinated on myself. He did that multiple times. He put a gun in my mouth. He bit my boob. He bit me in several different places. One I would never think that anybody would do to anybody. He bit my clit. People will say, after it was over, why did you stay? But it was hard. I couldn't leave. I tried to reach out to certain peoples, and I even inboxed people saying, "Hey, can you just come and get me? Can you just take me away?" Just do ornery things. I couldn't leave my house. He would take my car. He would take my keys from me. He would take my phone. If anybody's right there calling me, he right there listening to my whole conversation. He moved his son in, and basically his son was like my babysitter. Whatever I did, he would go tell his dad. He stole over almost $3,000 from me. This man tortured me for a whole year. What everybody go through in 25 years, I went through in 1 year. It hurt me so bad because my kids are my world. And to know that I was not supposed to be here today, I'm blessed to be here today. And I'm thankful to be here today. But every day is a struggle because I live in the nightmares. I dream about when he would just drag me across the room, throw me against the
Mhm.
wall. I mean, I felt like I was the biggest punching bag ever. I had no voice. He would take my food. He wouldn't let me eat. He would grab my stomach and tell me I'm too fat. So when I cooked and say if his daughter came over, I had to give her half of my food. I I lived a life that I wouldn't want nobody living through. He would always put up this mask on when everybody would come around, but people really didn't know what he was and who he was. He made it known to me if I even told anybody
Mhm.
what he would do to me. I didn't know this man had got out of jail for murder. He had killed two people and only been out of jail for 2 years. In the midst of all this, he tried to kill me over 20 times. I I got evicted. Didn't nobody know that. I had to go to court, come up with all this money, which he stole from his daughter. His daughter gave her his income tax check, and he took the money, and that's how we paid to stay in that apartment. He was supposed to buy her a car with that money. She never knew. There was times where I tried to climb out the window. He drugged me back in. I screamed. I begged for help. I even when after he would beat me, he would say that's what women want. He told me that he made a statement one day that what I did to you is backfiring on him. What he did to me is backfiring on him. So I just looked at him. I never commented or anything because I shut down. I quit talking. He made me feel like I was nasty. I was dirty. Nobody loved me. He would lie to my kids and tell them I didn't want to be around him if they wasn't around. Which everybody know my kids is my world. He would make I wasn't smoking. He would make me smoke weed. And if I didn't, there's consequences to everything. I couldn't call my kids and tell them that I needed money or I needed anything. My daughter, I felt so bad one day. She went off on me about a phone bill, but she didn't know that I didn't have no money to pay this phone bill because me and her on the same account. So she called him complaining. As soon as he hung up the phone, he went in there. He took my head and he banged my head to the floor. I never understood why fight me? Why did you beat me? I never understood why. I did not deserve everything that I went through. I did not deserve. I did not deserve to almost die in my car or die in that apartment. I didn't deserve half the stuff that he did to me. He belittled me. It was just a game. I got told when to eat, when to sleep, when to take a bath. It was always Trishonda after he would say Trishonda after his son, I forgot his son name, he take a bath, you go take a bath. and then y'all get ready for bed. He would beat his son just like he would beat me. He had no problem with, just putting his fist, as he say, on my throat right here. The things he did to me, I don't even really know how to really even explain it. I tried to leave and go get help one night when he jumped on me so bad. I walked over to my sister's house, but nobody answered the door. I cried out for help, but I did not know how to tell nobody. He didn't want me on my Facebook. I couldn't be on Facebook. I couldn't even use my own phone. I had no voice. My life had just fell apart. I was just traveling nurse. I was living my best life. And this man destroyed me. I never, I always depended on myself. I never had to depend on nobody for nothing. Due to all the stuff he did to me, I have permanent pain every day. I don't, to be honest, I don't see myself getting in a relationship with no man after what he did to me. Even after the fact, he tried to reach out and say he was sorry for my pain. He knew how to word it so the police wouldn't read it or whatever. He still to this day try to make fake pages and try to get to me because he knows the police is looking for him. He violated his parole. I, the most thing that hurt me because I hurt my kids. At the end of that relationship, I went. He was planning a birthday party. Well, might as well say my kids was because it was manipulating them to pay for the birthday party. I come over here. He always had to make sure I got somebody with me. I come over here and my daughter looked at me and she said, "Mom, I need to talk to you." She said, Dominique told me that you didn't want to be around us if he couldn't be around. And which was a lie because he never told them the truth. And when she said that, there was my time. That was my time to sit up here and let my kids know. I just pulled out my phone because he would tell me, "Ain't nobody gonna believe me. Nobody's gonna believe you. You stupid. You ignorant. You a weed head." And it's like, I wasn't this person before you met me. And I showed my kids the picture, and my daughter just went off. My daughter told him, "You will never get a chance to hurt my mom." Within this time, he tried to get a U-Haul and move all my stuff out of my apartment before I got down there. But I had called the police. But before all this, in the beginning of the relationship, my daughter told me, "Mama, I had a dream that he was beating you." But I couldn't tell her that's the truth because, like he said, you tell somebody this is what's going to happen to you. Every day I'm living in fear. Every single day I'm living in fear because that man is on the run. He violated his parole and he got all this stuff going on with me. That man wanted me dead, and like he told me, if
Mm-hmm.
he had to go back to the penitentiary, and if I make him go back to the penitentiary, what he was gonna do to me. So if he can go take two lives, then it has nothing but taking somebody's life in my family. He tried to kill me several times. He put the gun in my mouth. He hit me with the gun. He cocked the gun. I mean, and it was my gun. I would ask for my gun. He would take my gun outside the house and go hide it over to his cousin's house. We would literally get into it. I bought my grandkids like little gifts because I didn't have no money. So every time I got a little money, I buy them one gift, and I would just let it stock up. I had bought my grandson a DVD player, and the hurtfulest thing is when my grandson, they came over to the house to get the stuff, and they wasn't there that long. My grandson said, "Gammy, what's this? Ain't nothing in this box." He took the DVD player out and gave it to his kids. And then he got mad at me because I went off on him. And once again, as he called it, a whooping, he would rape me because I would tell him no. I don't want to have sex with you. He said that's what women like. Y'all like to be beat on. Then after that, y'all like to have sex. I did not think sex was good. No, I don't want to have sex after you beat me. My body's sore. My face was out to here. I don't wear makeup. I wear eyeliner and lip gloss. He put foundation all on my face. My whole eyes right here was black. He made my face up because I don't wear foundation. I don't wear all that. He went and bought stuff and fixed my face up so nobody wouldn't tell. But he knew that my family and nobody was coming around, so it was easy for him to do what he was doing. His intentions was to push everybody away. I had a close friend. To this day, me and that person is not we're not cool like that no more because of him. It was his goal to push her away. And at the end, when it all ended up, we're not close like we was. We was thicker than thieves. I used to come in town, we having fun. But he knew that she was
Mhm.
gonna be a problem. That's what he say. And
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know how can a person take your head and bang it to the wall, bang it to the floor, hit you with shoes, just beat you all in your chest, your back, bite you everywhere. I don't understand how a man could be that ornery. He would take my car. I wasn't no food or nothing there. He didn't care because I wasn't allowed to eat. I only ate when he say eat. I used the bathroom when he say. I went to bed when he said. I took a bath when he said. I was never good, you know. And then he would brag to people that my apartment was his apartment. That's my home. I built that home. That wasn't his apartment. But he had everybody thinking it was. My life for a
Mhm.
whole year, I was literally tortured and tormented and humiliated.
Mhm. I thank you for sharing your story. I heard you say that the one thing you did was hurt your children. Um, don't blame yourself because it was not your fault. Anything that he did to you, it was all him. It's not your fault. And you're absolutely right. You did not deserve any of that. You did not deserve any of that. And I'm so proud of you for coming up here and sharing your story. When you expose things in the light, it's when you can start healing from them. And that's the reason why when you shared your story with me, I asked if you would come on and share your story, not um only for me, but for other women who may be experiencing exactly what you went through. Um, I am so sorry that you had to go through that. I am so sorry. Nobody deserves that. Nobody deserves that. And I am so glad that you got out alive. And I know that you got out alive, that now the healing process began. And you can heal from this. You can heal from this. You can get that happiness that you said you once knew. You can get that back. You can get that back. Um, I know I asked you if it was okay if I asked you a few questions. Um, do you mind if I ask you a few
You
questions?
can.
Okay. Um, I know you said that he's on the run, so you haven't been arrested for this, but you did report this to the
Yes, I
authorities.
did. I am currently right now. I have to go get a X-ray on my chest and my back. Like they're gonna do a X-ray of my whole body to see the damages because my neck, my back, my whole body hurts. Like when it's cold outside, my body hurts. Every day I'm popping pain pills. I have severe PTSD. I have anxiety. I'm up under suicidal watch. I'm I'm not me. I'm not me. Every day is a battle for me. And I will be honest. I mean, I put on a mask because I don't want everybody to see my pain, but I hurt inside so much. I hurt inside. I cannot work due to this man, what he did to me. I'm living with my
Mhm,
daughter,
mhm,
and everybody might say, "Oh, at least you got a roof over your head." My beliefs is that my babies come home to me when they need me, not me go home to them. I'm I'm tired. I hear voices in my head. It's like I'm fighting a battle with my life, and it seems pointless sometimes.
mhm,
But I try not to
mhm,
go around people
mhm,
because I'm not happy with myself. I'm not. I'm
mhm,
not. I've been doing nursing for 18 years. In the last 2 years, I have not worked.
mhm.
And
Are you not getting therapy? Do you seek help outside to help you deal with some of these mental issues that's taking place
yes,
now?
I
Um,
um I literally just got health insurance, so they I go to therapy Monday. They have me a long term case manager, which she comes out to my daughter's house
mhm,
and she sit and talk to me because they right now they they want to get the suicidal watch off of me, and I have
mhm,
good days. I have bad days. I have days where I seclude myself from everybody, and I know it's not good, but sometimes I just feel like I don't want everybody to be like, "Oh, there she go again. Oh, she's always down. You can get over it." I'm not that one to put makeup on and walk around like ain't nothing wrong. I cannot cover the pain that I feel inside. I cannot. Every day is a struggle for
mhm,
me. Every day, every single day, I try. I get up and try, and it's like I feel like life is pointless sometimes. It's just like I'm tired.
mhm, mhm, mhm.
I never knew what
And I keep
PTSD.
hearing you. Mhm,
I never knew what PTSD was. And anxiety, and I never had all that.
mhm, mhm. And I keep hearing you say they. Who is the they that you are talking about? Your family don't understand. Um,
I feel like
who is the they that does?
I feel like a lot of people, and that's only my family. I feel like my family don't understand because they never been in a situation, and I know it's hard for my kids. It's very hard for them, and I know it is. Because they're not used to seeing me like this. They they know how
Mhm,
their mom is, and they're not used to this. They don't know how to. Like my daughter said, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells because I have triggers. They don't know what they gonna say or what they gonna do, to trigger me off. I had a trigger 2 weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago, and I scared myself. It was an out of body experience where I just went off on the deep end. It was snowing outside real bad here, and I almost hit like I almost had 6 wrecks if I wasn't trying to drive crazy. I got to the hotel. I had ended up they wasn't supposed to give me my gun. I ended up getting my gun, and I went checked into a hotel, and I sat in that bed, and that person that was in that bed was not me. I set the gun like literally next to me with my hand on the trigger. And if it wasn't for me just picking up my phone and turning my gospel music on, I don't know what I would have did. But these triggers are bad. And I can't explain it to everybody because they don't know how I feel or what I'm going through. It's like if a person ain't never walked in your shoes, they don't understand you. They don't understand that you got all this hurt. I hear people say, move on, get over it. Well, how the fuck can I get over it? This was my life. And I'm sorry for cousin, but this is my life. I was this outgoing person, loving person. I raised all 4 of my kids by myself. I enjoyed life. I would come in and out of town. It'd be me and my girls and my grandkids and my son. People don't understand. It's not that hard. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like they say it's not that hard, but it's hard for me. It's hard for me every single day. This is not no walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
And for everybody who never been through it, they gonna say, "Oh, get over it. You got this." No, I'm so blessed for my kids. I'm
Yeah.
so blessed for my daughter-in-law, my son-in-law, my my play daughters. I'm blessed for all them and my auntie and my best friend. I'm blessed to have the people that's in my life, but I know sometimes it gets hard for them. I know it do because at the drop of a dime, I'm snapping, and it's like they don't understand. I don't mean to, but I have bad triggers.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you are working on them every day. Every day, you have to work hard. I understand what you mean about people not knowing when you go through something. They can't understand because they hadn't been through that. I understand. Um, I know what it is to be in a domestic violence situation. I do. And I know when people don't understand and don't know. And I know the embarrassment and don't want to let nobody in. But you have been doing what you need to do. What you are doing by seeking help, by turning him into the authorities, you are taking the necessary steps. And when you get those triggers, you listen to your gospel. Don't take the gun with you no more. Don't give the gun to somebody else. Don't take the gun with you no more. But I want you to keep doing what you're doing. Keep reaching out. Keep talking about it. Keep asking for help. Um, you can overcome this. You can beat this. You could. I believe you can. But I need you to believe that you can. I need you to believe that. You said you listen to gospel, so I know that you know God, and everything is possible with God. Everything is possible. Um, I'm not sugarcoating it. What you've been through uh, is hard. I know it's hard, and I know you have to live with this every single day. But I want you to keep reaching out. I want you to keep getting the help that you need. Um, I know I haven't had the pleasure of meeting you face to face, but we've been friends for some months now, and I know we haven't really touched base lately. But let's start back our conversations and talking and reaching out and getting the workshop to help other women get past this. Because the more you talk about it, the more and I know it hurts, and it may seem like you're not doing anything, but I want you to know, Shonda, that you really are helping people. You are really helping yourself, exposing it. You can beat this. You can beat this. And the day that you talk about, what is it that you really want them to know? What is it that you really want your daughters and your family
It's
to
not
know?
easy. Every day is a battle.
Mhm.
I I'm sorry. I love y'all, but right now, to be honest, I need my family support. I need it. It's a battle every day. I wake up in the middle of the night crying. I I have thoughts in my head, and I don't want them to think that I'm this crazy person. But I'm struggling, and I'm trying to get things right. I'm trying to get my life back, but I don't know how. And I am so sorry I put them through this. I didn't mean to hurt my kids. Not seeing my kids and not being around for birthdays or just not being there, period. That hurt. That hurt so much. And I would never again in my life let another man ruin my relationship with my kids or any friend that I have. Because to be honest, I miss my friend that I had. And it just seemed like when the situation came, all the people that said they was my friends no longer there. I had one friend, she would tell me, because I would post his picture and she'd say, "Get over him. You need to quit tripping off him." And I had to tell her, I'm not, I don't want him. And I know it might be mean to say, but I want him dead for what he did to me. Either dead or back in the penitentiary where he belonged. He would tell me he's sleeping with the enemy, or I'm the warden. It's like everything he said to me or done to me could never make me go back. But then she came back, and that's why I love her to death. She came back and she apologized because she said she'd never been in my situation and she shouldn't came to me like that. That meant more to me than anything. And she still to this day she reaches out to me.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't want nobody to go through what I went through. I wouldn't.
Mhm.
I mean, all the
Mhm.
pain that we endure as women from these narcs, we should never have to go through. You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I thought I was here for them
Absolutely.
to love.
And how mhm, mhm. And how you get over it is one day at a time. Um, I wish I can sit here and tell you that one day you're gonna be all better and you ain't gonna have to worry about it or think about it or hurt from it ever again. I wish I could tell you that, but that's not the reality of it. The reality of it is this happened to you. This is something that happened in your life, and as women, we go through all kinds of hardships, all kinds of things, all kinds of abuse, and we learn to live with it. I guess that's the way to say it. It's been 11 years for me that I learned to live with the most painful thing that I just knew was going to take me out of here. But I want you to know that it's still painful 11 years later. But I'm so glad that when I was at the edge of suicide, that I did not kill myself. And that 11 years later, I'm here and I can talk to women and I can work with women to help them get past some of the things they do so they can live a happier life. And you too, Shanta, you can live a happier life. It is a rainbow after
Go upstairs.
this. It is. Um, I am a witness. I am a witness. It's not easy and it's not going to get easy. I'm sorry, it's not going to be easy every day. You're going to have your good days, you're going to have your bad days. But I am here to tell you, you can survive this. You can survive this. And suicide is not the answer. I really need to say that to you. Suicide is not the answer. Your children, your grandchildren, your family deserve better than you committing suicide. Don't give him that power. Because in the end, then he's going to have exactly what he wanted. He wanted you dead, but he didn't succeed. So don't give him what he wanted. You live every day to your fullest. And I promise you, every day is going to get a little bit better. You just hold on, my sister. You hold on. And I promise you, every day it will get a little bit better. I am a witness to that. I love you and I am so glad to have met you, even though we have never met face to face. And that's a yet, because I'm looking forward for you to come and be a part of the workshop in April. I'm looking so forward to that. And I know we talked about you being a participant, but I think I'm seeing you as a leader. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm seeing you as a leader. Um, is there any last minute words that you would like to share before we close?
Yes. If you're in a domestic violence, get out. It's not worth it. I can't express to you it's not worth it. The damages is hard to repair. Get out. Love is not worth being beaten. If you got somebody got to beat you, disrespect you, emotionally, mentally, physically, all I can say is please get out. There's people losing their lives, and by the grace of God, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here. So get out while you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So again, Shonda, I
Thank
thank
you.
you for coming on and sharing your story. You are always welcome to come back anytime, any day that you feel like you want to get on the show and share some more. You are more than welcome. I just want to say this before I close. The CDC states that 1 out of 3 women and 1 out of 3 men experience intimate partner violence in the United States every 5 minutes. So if you are in a domestic violence situation, or if you know someone who is in a domestic violence situation, there is help out there for you. You can call the domestic violence hotline at 1-800-799-SAFE. That is 1-800-799-7233. And if you feel that you're not safe and you can't call and you can't talk, you can also go to the National Domestic Violence Hotline and get on the chat. These services is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. So if you need the help, please get the help that you need. I thank you all for chiming in. Please come back next week when I will have another amazing guest. I thank you all. Thank you again for sharing your story, Shonda.
Thank you.
I just want you to know that I love you, but God loves you best.
Love
So
you too.
just keep Him first, and everything is possible. Good night, everybody.
Good night.